In my rhythm and composition style, I have a few different categories that I like to go through right now to kind of let you see how I write and how I compose and what I do with different chords and composition styles. The first, I'll write in a chordal style, meaning that everything is based off of chords. So let me give you an example here. This one is off of my first record, Two Hands, One Heart. It's called To Baber, and it's a very simple ballad song. And that song is based entirely off of the chord, and that's how the song was built. One thing I'll do with different chords is I'll use substitute chords instead of actually using the authentic chord. For instance, really the song is D, A, first two chords. But what I did is I substituted this A for an A first inversion. What that is just an A triad with a C sharp in the bass. Second chord is just a G, but instead of playing a G, I did a G with a B bass, meaning first inversion again. So instead of spice it up a little bit, now right here, normally I would go to a D, but I went to a D first inversion. So normally we'd have this. But with those substitute chords, it adds a little different air to it. D with an F sharp. Amazing the difference this to this makes, or this to this, or this, A again, to a different first inversion, or just simply taking a G chord and using the B as the bass. Continuing on looking at chordal songs in my composition, one off the new record, off of Melodica, is called This Time. And it's just based on some open E, key of E chords. Then I go to a B, but I still leave the high E and B open. And then I'll do an A add 9, which is the open E and B, open. So again, the substitution is, instead of this, you open it up, add some other notes. What I'll do is I'll build a melody over that using chords as well. So that is just built off of E, B, and A. Another area that I write in, I call it, is riff-based writing. So it's not based on the chord, it's actually based on a riff of some sort. So let's take a song off of Staring at the Sun. It's called I Spy. It sounds like this. The whole song is actually based in A pentatonic. Okay, there's also a bridge section. So that whole song is actually based on the riff itself. So a lot of times what I'll do is if I do a riff-based song, anything over that is actually just solo, and the main gut of the song is the riff itself. Whereas if I do a chordal song, the melody's on top and the chord is the supportive element in it. So that's I Spy. Looking at another riff-based song, let's look at New Math off of Staring at the Sun. This one is actually, the whole song is based off of riffs, and there's no chords in there at all except the little funk part in the center section. So here's the riff. First riff, second riff. Tied into the third riff, which sounds like this. So that song has three riffs, and there's no solo over any of that because that is the song. There's a center section in that that is still, I consider it a riff. It's a little funk chord. So that is probably one of the premier examples in my catalog of a riff-based tune. One of my most popular songs is actually a riff-based song based on a chordal-based song. So let me explain. My song called I'm All Right actually started out as a chordal song, and this is what I started the song as. So at that point, I liked where the chords were going. I thought it added a nice element to it. And I tried to find out what would go nice over that, and I tried all kind of melodies. Nothing worked until I actually outlined each chord. So C sharp minor. First inversion. So every note in there is an outline. The whole thing sounds. last styles I'll use to compose is I call it modal composing. So let's take a song off of Staring at the Sun called Zen, Karma, and Other Good Things. And it was just a basic riff, capoed at the 2nd fret, so I'm playing B. It kind of sounds like almost a riff-based tune. But when you're just holding that B drone, you could actually throw anything in over it. So what I did is I happened to throw in a Mixolydian sounding modal melody, so it became modal. B part. And that's how that song went from being chordal to actually modal. I want to give you one more example of a chordal-based song that actually turned into a riff-based song. There's a song called Fargo that I have. Those are the chords. Again, when I wrote it, I had a groove and I had an idea. I thought, well, I'll put some sort of melody over that. But as it turned out, those chords turned into the melody. So again, went from chordal based to riff based.